My world, for as long as I could remember, had a soundtrack. It was composed entirely of Liam. The rhythm was in the way he'd tap his fingers on his desk in calculus, a frantic beat that only I seemed to notice. The melody was in his laugh, loud, uninhibited, brightening even the gloomiest Monday. We had our own Unspoken Symphony, a collection of inside jokes and glances. He was my best friend, but deep down in the quiet chambers of my heart, he was more. It wasn't a storm, it was a sunrise years in the making. A flip in my stomach when he saved me the last cookie. Warmth when he'd lean on my shoulder, his hair smelling like mint. I memorized every note and played them over in my mind. The day the music changed, it started with a single, unfamiliar chord. Her name was Chloe, a dazzling smile in the hallway. I saw the exact moment Liam saw her. It was the look I hoped he'd give me. A new song started playing in his world, one I didn't know. Suddenly, all his stories were about Chloe.
She likes my band. Would she like this color?
Each mention a sharp, painful note. Friday movie nights vanished. He timed life around where she'd be. Practice ended when her club did. Our symphony drowned by a loud new pop song. The space between us grew from a small gap to a vast, uncrossable canyon. Our talks, once easy as a river, became stilted. I couldn't bear her name again. He seemed oblivious to the storm inside me. He canceled our study.
Maya, you won't believe it. Chloe asked me to help. I have to go.
We'll study another time. Another time never came. I aced the test. The victory felt hollow. Our conflict was quiet, one-word answers. He sensed the chill, not its source. What's wrong with you lately? Nothing. I'm just tired. A wall built of unspoken feelings. I was jealous. Not of time, of his heart. Our shared spaces, once full of laughter, now echoed with quiet. He was a world away, a small wave, an apology I couldn't accept. I pretended to be invested elsewhere. Our messages shrank to perfunctory exchanges. The 3 dots would appear, then disappear. I wanted to ask if he remembered, but I didn't. Our tradition, donuts and a terrible song. This year, no donuts, no song, no Liam. Happy birthday, Maya. Busy. Day trip with Chloe. I'll make it up to you soon. Soon became his favorite word. The bridge was crumbling. I had to walk away. Time to build a new path. Without him at the center. Liam's romance with Chloe was a firework, a brilliant, dazzling. He changed his style, his music, his posture, trying to keep up with her world. He couldn't see the fuse burning down. Her life pointed beyond high school. His was still here. You just don't get it, Liam. This is important. He planned big. She chose seniors. News spread like wildfire. I saw him on the bleachers. Empty field, empty look. The firework fizzled, just smoke and disappointment. The crescendo ended in lonely silence. In the days after, Liam was a ghost. His song in a minor key. Confidence gone, uncertainty remained. It hurt to watch. I wasn't sure of my role. We still had a chasm, months of silence inside it. I feared becoming his bandage, then being cast aside again. His new circle vanished, old ones neglected. The stage he performed on was empty. He looked for the one who knew his history. Our old spot, he wasn't reading, just listening to quiet. It's quiet, isn't it? He whispered, not just about the library. The loud music had stopped. He finally heard the silence he left. Silence made room for truth. The silence forced Liam to listen. He heard echoes of our friendship. He missed the laughter that once filled his quiet. He remembered the inside jokes and movie marathons, how I could tell when something was wrong without words. He chased a new melody and forgot the steady rhythm. It was exciting with Chloe, real with me. He wanted to text me, then remembered the distance. A pang, no one to argue trailers with for hours. He missed a version of himself that existed with me. He saw my life had kept moving. I wasn't waiting in the wings. My friendship wasn't a guarantee to pick up and put down. Losing a best friend can feel like losing a limb. One rainy Tuesday, he waited by my locker. He looked vulnerable, holding a slightly wilted daisy.
Can we talk? He asked, voice soft. I really miss you, Maya.
We walked to our old park, to the bench beneath the oak. He apologized, not just for the birthday or the plans, but for everything. He took responsibility. He hadn't needed to pretend with me. Hearing it felt like a key turning in a forgotten lock. No instant fix, just a bruise that needed time. But a new melody formed. Remorse, understanding, fragile hope. We sat in the quiet and let it begin. Something new, quieter, more thoughtful. I told him I needed time. Forgiveness isn't a switch, it's a path. He didn't push, he started over from the beginning. Tiny proofs he was serious. He learned me again as a whole person. I hesitated, then nodded. The comfortable silence returned, tinged with new awareness. My guarded heart felt a gentle pull. The story isn't over. I don't know what will become. Some melodies change. A second chance is precious and fragile. No more fireworks. Just the steady warmth of a candle. Some melodies are worth waiting for.